Good morning, John. This week I flew in a tiny plane to New York City, where there were many weird and fancy things. Here are some of them. White asparagus, which was fed to me at definitely the best restaurant I have ever been to, at least the most expensive. White asparagus is just asparagus that has never seen light, and thus has a milder flavor, and is not at all green. This is weird for two reasons. One, I feel like I've robbed the asparagus of reaching its full potential. And two, because who figured that out? My hotel room had a mirror lens that I rather enjoyed. Here's a tip, kids. When your umbrella breaks in New York City, just throw it on the ground! This urinal had ice in it. Why? I don't know. Pretty cool of the city of New York to put this permanent installation of TFiOS clouds in Central Park. I mean, that's just real nice. And finally, here are some tiny chairs that cost much more than normal-sized chairs. And here's Times Square. And what's that? Oh, that's just an advertisement for the movie they're making out of my brother's book. The real reason why I was in New York, and yes, it's great, I wish I could have seen more weird stuff, but that's not why I was there. I was there to see the premiere of The Fault in Our Stars, the first time I'd seen the movie, and also to walk down the red carpet, which was cool, and lots of people took pictures of me, but maybe just because I asked them to.
Everybody take pictures, I want lots of flashes. Yeah.
I say that because none of them published any of the pictures they took of me and my wife, which is too bad. But, good news, my mom took a bunch too. And also, did you see how pretty my wife is? So pretty.
I feel like there's a bead of sweat rolling down my back
right
for my butt crack.
And then I watched a movie, and I can't show it to you, because copyright. Also, that would be a really long YouTube video. And I'm having a hard time figuring out what to say about it because it was super surreal. So we're just gonna intellectualize, hyper-intellectualize, because that's what I'm good at. This is the book that I finished while I was in New York. The Shades of Milk and Honey is like Jane Austen with magic in it. One of the big questions that book asks is, are beautiful things more or less beautiful if you understand all of the hidden systems that go into the creation of the beautiful thing? And as I walked around New York, I kept seeing examples of hidden systems on display. Like the escalator at the Uniqlo had a window in the side so you could see how the escalator worked on the inside. And the Museum of Modern Art Design store, which one can assume has pretty good taste, was just full of examples of this. I think for a long time, the trend has been to hide the complexity, to hide the systems in favor of this illusion of effortless perfection. Hide the technology inside of the beautiful box, right? Turn all entertainment into a magic show. Construct the celebrity as this perfect embodiment of cool. Since we started here on Vlogbrothers, we kind of been doing the opposite. That's the whole point. This is my real office. I'm not wearing makeup. We make t-shirts with a local printer. Here's how the process works. John's book is being turned into a movie. Here's some videos of the cast and crew on set. Here's how John feels about it, and here's how I feel about it. Right now, how I'm feeling is, I'll be honest, overwhelmed. I'm afraid that we're missing opportunities. I'm afraid that every time I talk to the New Yorker, the Wall Street Journal, that I'm just gonna come off without the ability to say things that make any sense. And I'm worried about all the external attention. But there is one thing that I'm not worried about. I'm not worried that people won't like the movie, or that the movie is bad, because it's not. It's great, and people are gonna love it. And yeah, I cried. I cried a bunch of times, but not because it subtracted from me, but because it added to me. It opened up the mysteries of life and love and hurt for examination and for understanding, and I think that that's something that the world needs more of. John, I'm proud of you. Everybody, go see the movie whenever it comes out in your country, on the day that it comes out in your country. John, I'll see you on Tuesday. An advertisement for the book.